Head across? Okay.
Yeah. Well, at least down to San Francisco.
Okay.
From San Francisco down to San Diego, it's kind of just dry, boring drive.
Is it? Okay.
But down to San Francisco from here, it's actually just absolutely gorgeous.
All right.
And depending on if you take 1 or 101.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to go. You'll get a lot of beach once we get to Port Orford.
Yeah.
And that's where you'll find a whole bunch of the beach side of things.
Okay.
Have you been on 101 the whole way, or have you been?
Almost the whole way. Like I've gone off it a little bit. Like some people have been like, "Hey, we're going to this coastal place. You want to drive through there instead?" Yeah. I'll take the scenic route.
Yeah.
But yeah, go down 101 most of the way. At some point, 101 no longer is the coastal route. You have to go down the 1, don't you? In California?
You don't have to. Well,
Maybe you want to go on the coast. Yeah.
It is one.
Yeah.
And there's a nice little split. It'll take you down into Fort Bragg.
Yeah.
And that's a gorgeous little road that's really windy.
Okay.
Really windy.
Yeah.
Fun to drive a motorcycle.
I bet.
So,
I bet. Now, how many miles is it to where you're going in? Just before California?
Miles, I'm not sure. It's about.
Or like time-wise?
Time-wise, we're looking at from here about an hour and a half.
Okay. Now, just because of the process of the stream and what I'm trying to show people, I try to get like several rides in a day, so I might at some town along the way I might just even though you're going to, I'd never do that in like a normal hitchhiking situation. I'm gonna take a long ride.
No, you can go as far as you can go.
Yeah, but in this case, when there's a spot with decent connection again, just to show them more what the people you meet and stuff like that.
Well, are you more interested in dropping you off in a town?
Just because of cell network, or like the end of a town, just because of the better connection.
So there's a couple towns coming up.
Yeah.
We've got Bandon coming up, which is Bandon.
Okay.
And it's only a few. So it's cold. I can't remember the name of it, but they have some really great hot dogs there.
I like everything.
Yeah,
I feel like if you travel like this, you have to not be a picky eater. Like you have to. I'll eat what I can get.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll stop for a hot dog. We'll see.
I'll tell you what, it's fabulous. World famous.
World famous.
That's what the sign says at least.
Like the world famous coffee in some hole in the wall place, and it's like.
Yeah. But no, it's good because they get their meat out of Pendleton or something like that.
Out of where?
Their hot dogs out of Pendleton, which is northern.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And what they do is they skin them.
Yeah.
So they don't have that hard skin around them.
Yeah.
And then cook them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Pretty good.
Are you gonna stop for one?
No.
No. Okay.
I ate up in Portland, but it's still full, so.
Yeah. Based off of your memory, at the end of that town, do you think there's a spot that kind of has like a wide shoulder with a decent line of sight? Kind of. I know that's a specific question that you might not know the answer to.
Not by the hot dog place.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be getting a hot dog, but I did eat just before a couple of hours.
Just south of that, a little bit further, it's called Port Orford, and it's about an hour from here.
Okay.
And there's a gorgeous bay, and a place that you can kind of film it. Battle Rock is there, where they had a huge battle between the Native Americans and the settlers.
Yeah.
And very interesting place. And sometimes you can see whales there if they're running. So.
Okay.
That'd be a
good place to check it out. Yeah. Yeah, if I don't see a spot where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try hitchhiking here before then by then, yeah, that sounds like a really nice spot.
Alright. How many followers do you got?
Sorry?
How many followers do you have?
In 9 days I've accumulated like 65 followers.
Oh, okay. You've only been 9 days, huh?
What?
9 days, huh? That's it?
9 days.
So that's not bad for hitchhiking down the coast.
Yeah, and like I haven't been in a rush the whole time, and like I stopped for like a day and a half in Coos Bay. That's right, Coos Bay. Coos Bay.
Coos Bay.
Because I was getting, I had some stuff break on me, and I lost this wide-angle lens thing. So I had some shipments sent as a general delivery to the post office there to resupply. So I've taken breaks too. I took one day off completely, and yeah. Like if I wanted to go fast, I'd go down the I-5 and I'd be in California in 3 days. But that's just that just wears you out. It's not enjoyable.
On freeways in
On
California.
the highways themselves, no, not at all. You'd have to be on the on-ramps or gas stations feeding them and asking people there.
Have you been down this way before?
Not since I've been an adult. When I was a kid, we drove an RV down to Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Magical place. I grew up in San Diego, and that's where we did our high school graduation night.
At Disneyland?
Yeah.
Was it a gong show?
Was that?
Was it a crazy?
It was pretty awesome actually.
Yeah?
It was after they closed the park. They left it open for a couple more hours for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we had the whole park for a couple hours, and
Wow.
yeah, no lines, and
Did that must cost like a small fortune to?
well, yeah, but you know, a group of schools going to do that together.
Oh, it was several schools. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, my graduating class was 900 students too.
Okay,
so
you had a big school,
it's-
yeah. This is Bandon. Spinner.
And they have a nice little old town, which is quite cute.
Yeah.
If you like that older port towns, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
It's funny that you're doing this because I've got, in fact, I'm going to school for digital film myself.
Really?
Yeah. I've got one more class and I'm done.
So you're done. Do you have plans of what you want to do with that, like freelance kind of work?
I like screenwriting.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 stories out right now. I got one in the International Film Festival, the Seattle one.
Really?
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear something right now. I've got one, I'm still waiting to hear back, see if anything comes of it. But that's like my first one, so I'm kind of thinking, it's my first one. So.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's cool. What kind of screenwriting is it?
That was a sci-fi one. I've got a kind of a romantic comedy one that was done with got another one. It's not sci-fi, but I'm a huge steampunk fan.
Okay.
So it's kind of steampunkish.
Yeah. That's
coming up here is something you might want to get.
Yeah.
I'll let you know here in a minute. It's a famous fountain that they have, usually colored as well. So
Okay.
people come in and put like food dye in it or something, and they'll turn the colors. So
It's kind of cool. Those screenwrites are like very, very different
it's
topics.
very,
Yeah.
very interesting. I think you're 65 people can point it. Here it is up here.
Yeah.
It's the on the right. Our nice little fountain.
Oh yeah.
It's nice when they put like bubble bath stuff in it.
Yeah, it's just
all
like
foam.
foaming all over the place.
I'm surprised that the city lets them do it, although they're probably just outside of the city limits.
Yeah.
And all the stuff, the yellow stuff, is called grouse, and it's a huge invasive species here.
Yeah, we've got that or something that looks exactly like that up in Vancouver Island.
Yeah.
They call it like broom or Scotch broom or
Well,
something.
they got Scottish broom and then the grouse.
Okay.
They look very similar.
Okay. Yeah.
Just the grouse is a bit darker yellow.
Yeah.
A little bit more red to it than the Scottish broom.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much on every like roadside ditch is just lined with the stuff up there. So
What's nice is once you get down to the border, then you start seeing the California poppies on the side of the road and stuff, and they're absolutely gorgeous.
yeah, that'd be cool. And it's spring, so they're just coming in.
Yeah,
now,
well,
yeah.
you should get some. You should get some while you're doing that.
Yeah.
So you
like not when I'm sleeping. I don't show people where I'm camping. I just live in a tent. I don't want that public. Where I'm sleeping. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure one of the 65 that you got could, take a plane and come find it.
Yeah. And people ask me that, like, what's stopping someone from like knowing where you are and coming there and like killing you? I'm like, I don't know, human decency. Like, what's stopping someone from doing that anywhere?
Yeah, while you're walking down the street.
Yeah.
So at some point, you have to trust people.
Yeah, a certain amount, for sure. You'll see the full spectrum of humanity.
Yeah. There is a spectrum out there.
Yeah. And I find it interesting and kind of exciting because whenever someone pulls over you, it's like, what's it gonna be this time? What's it gonna be like?
Well, you know what though? If they're pulling over, I think generally they're gonna be fairly decent people.
It's like, yeah, you're kind of getting a specific subset of people that, well, the people that saw a stranger on the side of the road and decided to help out a complete stranger and get nothing out of it. So, like, they're a good person just based off of that.
Back when I was young, it was a very huge stigma about people hitchhiking.
Yeah. There still is a huge stigma.
Well, yeah. I guess to me, I don't know if it's personal or whatever, but it just seems like it's kind of lessened.
Okay.
From what it used to be.
Yeah.
The early 80s.
Yeah. It was really hot, like 60s into the 70s, and then it just disappeared, it seemed. Or at least that's from what I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't know what the big cultural difference change was. I don't know what caused that, but something changed. Reagan changed.
Reagan changed it.
Yeah, okay. Damn it, Reagan. This is actually a good way of traveling.
Not only that, I mean, saving, the environment that way by not having an extra car on the road.
Well, around cities, so many cities have like signs that are like carpool information, like trying to get cars off the road. All this is unorganized ride sharing, unplanned ride sharing. So, it should be a good thing.
I'm surprised more people don't stop, help people out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People grow up being told their whole life to not pick up a hitchhiker, to not hitchhike.
Don't talk to strangers.
Yeah, essentially. If you see anything about hitchhiking in the news, it's for a bad reason. Which I think is kind of the news in general. You get more views off of what's wrong in the world than what's right in the world. So, yeah. I understand why people don't, but yeah, it kind of sucks that they don't. But
are they saying? Sorry.
Right now we're in and out of connection. We were at like close to 30 viewers before, because I had decent connection where you picked me up. And then when you start having that variability, it makes for an unsmooth stream. So kind of people drop off or kind of stop watching. Then you stop somewhere and they come back.
The problem is you're going to get this whole ride down.
Yeah.
Coming in and out. And usually towns are spaced about 25 to 30 miles apart.
Yeah.
So you're going to get... They've done a lot to improve the signal.
Yeah.
But even where I live, south of Gold Beach, about halfway between Gold Beach and Brookings. It's a place called Crystal River.
Yep.
And I lose signal twice, maybe 3 times going that 10-mile distance.
Yeah.
So.
And it's rough because it's not just like a connection; it's streaming video connection,
exactly.
right?
Yeah. How long does it take to set back up after it loses it?
Like it's kind of automatic, but I really can't see what they can see. I just see what the camera sees here.
Yeah.
I can't hear what they hear. So sometimes when the connection's really spotty, like I'll lag in and out, and like my voice will cut in and out. And so I'll say something or explain something, and then but that never actually got actual broadcast. So it can be difficult to
to try. Are you recording it as well, like back at home or something?
So and on this platform, anything you stream, if you choose to, automatically gets saved to like a video on demand, like on the website, and then that lasts for 12 days, and then it deletes it unless you highlight it, and then it stays forever. So yeah, I've captured all 22 rides through live stream.
22 for the 9 days you've been out?
Yeah.
How are you going to try to get today? Or obviously it's going to depend on who stops or whatever.
Yeah, it depends on who stops. I like to have at least before this, it wasn't yesterday, but the day before, I had 5 rides in a day. The day before that, I had like 4. I think like 4 to 5 is kind of a fun amount of rides to have.
Was that even before, when you used to do it without streaming?
Without streaming, I still found it more fun to be in and out of cars all day and stuff like that, but I wouldn't turn down a long ride.
Yeah.
It really depends what kind of roads you're on. Like on these ones, like you said, this town's 25 miles apart.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they made it before they had cars. That's a day's travel kind of thing. Yeah. This is kind of the traveling I like doing. But if it's spread out more, then you'll get less rides but longer rides.
Yeah.
Where I'm from in British Columbia, I hitchhiked, or where I went to school in British Columbia, Kelowna. It's like 3.5 hours to Vancouver, like the largest city in BC. And every time I hitchhike that route, I get a ride direct to Vancouver because so many people are driving to Vancouver.
Got my neighbors, one's from Vancouver, the other's from Calgary or something. Calgary, is that Vancouver?
Yeah, Calgary's one province over Alberta.
Alberta, that's
yeah. Hey Mick GC and Yassine. I hope the stream quality is okay. We're in and out of connection now. A few people are talking. They're saying hi.
I've been to Canada once. Back when I was a kid, my grandma was from Quebec. So I went and visited her family for a while. Haven't been back since, although I've lived 100 miles from the Canadian border for 7 years. Just never took the time to go home.
Yeah.
So.
You have your passport though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, like you've been to 17 countries, something like that. So you travel, yeah.
Well, I used to travel.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Now, yeah.
But it's been a while. And I think the last trip I took, I went to Australia, and that was 2011. So,
you went to Australia? Yeah. Whereabouts did you go?
It was just down to Sydney at that time. I used to live in Australia.
Okay. You used to live in Australia?
Yeah, I lived in just south of Brisbane.
Like Gold Coast?
Yeah.
Hey, I flew into the Gold Coast last fall.
Oh, really?
And I hitchhiked across Australia. I went up, flew to the Gold Coast, went up through Brisbane, up to, was it Rockhampton, then cut west, and like went all the way to like Alice Springs in the middle, then down south, and then west to Perth.
Nice. I love Perth. Perth was, when I was there, reminded me of San Diego, like 20 years in the past.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, Perth was a cool city.
I used to live there in 2000. I worked for a software company then, and I flew all over the country doing upgrades for the Y2K.
Yeah.
So I got to see the whole country.
Yeah, Y2K prep, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Another time.
Yeah, I lived there. I lived in England for about 4 years as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, makes you see it's finally sunny. First day of real sunshine since I started this trip, which makes me extremely happy because I'm dry for once.
Standing out in the rain with your thumb out.
Yeah, like when it's weather like this, I don't care if it takes 2 hours to find a ride, 3 hours. I'm enjoying being outside.
Yeah.
The bugs aren't fully out yet. I don't know if they get bad here like during the daytime or it's more just, I I don't know what the bugs are like here. That can bring things down if you're getting bait and stuff like that.
Yeah, bugs aren't actually too bad here, especially off of when you're on the coast.
Yeah.
In the breeze quite a bit.
And the breeze does keep them down, yeah. Because yeah, when weather's nice, that's like the only thing that brings me down is if there's things biting me. Because it's hard to look friendly and inviting while you're hitchhiking. If there's things like in your eyes and ears, like just like pestering you, and then you kind of look insane because you're like swiping at your face, and then no one wants to pick you up because yeah, you look insane.
It's not too bad here, although like where we're at now, we're inland a bit, so this should be pretty.
This one buggy out here. Yeah. But you can kind of tell how buggy an area is based off of the windshield conditions you go through.
Well, this is all the way from Portland, so
yeah. So from all the way from Portland, that's not bad. You can tell the bugs are out; they're just not crazy.
Not crazy, not yet at least.
Yeah.
But most of this is from when they cut across from Drain and then into Reedsport and then come down.
Yeah.
Most of it's from the cut across and then down. So.
Okay. And Mick, I've picked up a few hitchhikers in my life. I just don't drive anymore, so I don't have the opportunity to pick people up because I don't have a car. But when I do see people, I do pick them up. I'm like returning the favor. People have been so nice to me that when I have the opportunity, I help them.
So does it show where your listeners are from? Or?
It doesn't show me, but quite often they'll tell me. So I have some regular people, like a guy from Wales, a guy from Kansas, one person in England that's from Russia, Toronto, Canada.
And all over the world, isn't that nice?
Yeah, so the guy talking right now is from Minnesota.
Oh, what part?
What part of Minnesota are you from, Mick? You spent some time there? It'll take a second. It's like a...
Yeah, I lived in Duluth, Minnesota for 7 years.
Duluth, okay.
Yeah. Freaking cold.
Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Been there many times.
Yeah.
I left Duluth. It was minus 45 degrees with the wind chill. I said, I'm never going back. Never.
Last winter I decided, because I worked in the outdoor industry selling outdoor gear, so I had access to good gear, I decided to hitchhike to the Canadian Arctic in winter.
This is that deli shop I was telling you about.
Oh, okay.
Not a lot around here though, so I'm gonna take
keep going. Okay.
I'll drop you off in Port Orford. That way it'll give you a good place to film and also pick up another ride as well.
Perfect. Sounds good to me.
And it's on the south end of town too, so it's right where you want to be. So.
You know how to hitchhike. Because people drop in from the north end of town, then you have to walk to the south end of town. It's like like.
Now, if you do need something in town, then it's nice. Okay.
Then you get to walk past all the facilities and stuff like that. But
back in my younger years.
Man, Mick says Duluth is amazing.
It's a great place.
Yeah, he agrees again.
There's a nice little place. I listened to Charlie Parr, which is a musician, and his home type of. He's pretty famous for bluegrass, but his home is at a brewery there in downtown Duluth. I'd go to all the time. It's fantastic. So he'd sit there and play just for free on Wednesdays.
Okay.
And then he'd go travel the world and do his shows, and then come back and play for free on Wednesdays. So it's pretty awesome. If you like bluegrass, I'm a big fan. So.
Yeah. He says yes, sir. I've heard of him. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There you go. And I think it's great when you have a moment like that where like if it was just me and you talking, then I have my stories, you have your stories, but then there's also people that like
that's what it's all about. So.
Yeah. Go Timberwolves.
Bring the questions. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Most I've done on the internet was TeamSpeak, where talking to friends playing the same game or whatever.
Yeah.
I was big on World of Warcraft for a long time.
World of Warcraft, eh?
Oh yeah.
I'm streaming on a website called Twitch TV, which started out as a video game streaming website. And just more recently, it's gone into IRL, in real life. Yeah, I'll give you a. Don't want to distract you from driving, but I got a business card.
Oh, okay.
That's me.
Yeah. I will definitely pull you up.
Yeah,
Say hello?
and people like I've had a few drivers come back and like hang out and chat and stuff like that, and like chat likes it because it's like they saw us like drive together, and then later you come back and yeah, they can ask you more questions and stuff because yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
I took a trip from here to the Grand Canyon and back.
Yeah.
I have a little Kawasaki dual sport.
Yeah.
And so I camped the whole way there and back. And I just met so many people, you know. And when I stayed in the Redwoods, actually I went across to Lasson's National Park and down to Tahoe and then down that way to get to Grand Canyon. But when I came back, I went over to LA and then up.
Yeah.
And then took the coast up. And my last night that I was out camping, to top it off, I stayed in the Redwoods. But I pitched my tent inside a redwood. It was awesome, just to top that
Really
off.
cool.
Yeah,
That's really cool. Like, was it naturally hollowed out, or like
yeah, it was a natural hollowed out one. Well, I think the lightning hit it or something and it broke down or whatever. So it was a big, huge open spot. And I've got a big 3-person tent that I threw in there. It fit really well. So.
Yeah, my home's just a little one-man tent. My bag doesn't even fit.
Well, when you have to carry it, you wanna go small.
But also, like, what I do at the end of the day is I just, like, I'm out of daylight, I just walk into the woods somewhere and set down my tent, and when it's like a dense forest in place, like, it's a one-man tent, so the footprint's only, like, just a little bit wider than my shoulders, and, like, 7 feet long, so you don't need that much clear space to be able to find a spot to set it down.
So one of those low ones with the dome or whatever, you kind of gotta slide yourself in a little bit?
It's actually quite, it's a side entry, so you don't have to, like, crawl in like that.
Oh, okay.
You do get enter from the side, and it's just a 2-pull, cross-pull. I can set it up in, like, 2 minutes.
Nice.
Which is nice, because at the end of the day when you're tired and it's pouring rain out, it kind of sucks to have some huge setup process. Or, like, have a non-freestanding tent where, like, you have to, like, make sure it's staked out properly to even stand up. It's a simple freestanding tent that I've slept hundreds of nights in, and I love it. But I treat it pretty rough, so I've just noticed on this trip, because of all the rain, that it's no longer really water resistant. So that's the problem I've been running into, is if it's a solid raining night, regardless of the ground I set it on, like even if I pick good ground where it's not cooling beneath me, like the rain just like flows in and it accumulates, and I have like a pool at the bottom of my tent in the morning, which isn't ideal. But
that's not very pleasant.
Yeah. But such is life. But now we're in California. It doesn't rain in California. Or not in California yet, but almost.
Well, it's been raining quite well, but it's still pretty dry in California.
Yeah. Have to go. You're a cool driver, man. Thanks for picking up our bud here. Alright, see ya, Mick. Have a good one, man.
Mick. Where was he from? Minnesota?
Minnesota guy, yeah.
Who else do we got? Anybody else out there?
I think he's like it's just one other guy that said go Timberwolves. But it's not
Timberwolves. No, come on, you need the Blazers.
Lasers, apparently.
Yeah, they kind of threw the last game, and I don't know what they're going to do this time. I was so disappointed. I was looked up, and they're 6 points behind. They're 12 points behind. I was like, with you guys.
Giving up on them.
What's that?
You gave up on them?
Oh, I was never a huge Blazer fan, but my uncle is, who I stay in with.
Okay.
So I'll watch the Blazer. I've been to a few Blazer games, actually.
Yeah.
Used to be the Clippers, but yeah, they abandoned San Diego, so I no longer follow them either. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's all hockey up in Canada.
Yeah. And curling. Don't forget curling.
Yeah, we like curling too. I don't watch curling.
I'll tell you what, I watched the Olympic curling.
Yeah?
I loved
like it?
Yeah, I've done it once when I was in Minnesota, honestly, where it's frozen like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
But it's fun to play. I mean, it's a great game to play.
Yeah.
But,
You've curled a few times?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, once.
Once, okay.
I played one game.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. I've never tried
one
curling.
cricket game.
Yeah.
Never again. I mean, all you do is sit out there and watch the grass grow as they're playing a little bit, and then you run back in, and didn't care for that. Now rugby, on the other hand, that's fun.
Yeah.
I actually played, when I lived in England, I played on a team of rugby for a couple years.
Oh, yeah.
I had a blast.
Yeah. Yeah, rugby's getting popular in Canada.
Is it?
Yeah, more so, yeah. My high school, that was their most successful sport, was rugby.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That'd be a big change for me. I never even heard of rugby until I got to England. So.
Yeah.
And then when I lived in Australia, they played the Australian rules rugby.
Yeah.
Totally different sport.
Yeah.
Totally different. We're just about there. It's just around the corner here. And,
Sounds good.
pick someone else up and continue on.
See where we're going. I'm sure it's not too bad.
Well, this is my fourth Jeep.
Yeah.
And all of them have had the floppy tops because I love taking it off.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, when
going
the
out
weather's
back
nice,
road.
yeah.
It's just, there's nothing like it. But again, I'm getting too old. This is too much of a hassle because it's second hand or aftermarket top. It's not the original. And it takes forever to get down and back up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So when I take it down, I want to leave it down for days.
Yeah.
It's all the rust on the sides. Live on the coast. Paint. Running great when I traded in for this, but there was so much rust on it because it grew up in Minnesota.
Yep. Salt.
And then here on the coast, it just rusted. So I couldn't close the back anymore. I couldn't close the hood anymore. Rust all
Rusted
over.
all out,
I think I got 500, maybe just under 1,000 for it.
Okay.
Which I thought was pretty good for what I was.
Fair enough, yeah. Given the condition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I started hitchhiking, I drove a 1990 Toyota Corolla, and I loved it.
The Corollas are fantastic.
I loved it.
Yeah. Back in my high school years, I had my first car was a Datsun B210.
Yeah.
It was burnt orange, and I'd surfed a lot, so I had surf racks on top.
Yeah.
And I made sure they were green, so it looked like a pumpkin. And then my second one was the Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a solid car.
Toyotas are a good car.
Cheap to maintain, and you can kind of run them to death. And I just like the older cars of it. I can feel everything it's telling me through the gas pedal. It's character when you drive it.
You feel it. You know it. It's tight on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And I've had many cars. Now, does the text come up? Is that how you see it? Or?
Yeah, chat will come up, and then I can bring it back up. Yeah. If there's a lot of people talking, it can be difficult to keep up because I only have 4 messages on screen and they're going up.
They're flying.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll catch one.
Because I try to answer every question, respond to every kind of query, but sometimes you miss stuff based off of what's happening.
Yeah. And your screen tends to go dead quite a bit too, or not dead, but it shuts off when you're not seeing anything. Does it pop back up when the text comes? Or?
Yeah, so they'll pop up when you get a new message, and then it goes down after a few seconds.
Now this is Port Orford, probably the windiest place on the coast.
Nice.
Yeah. It gets pretty bad here.
It's a pretty calm day today, though.
It is a calm
At least
day,
so
so
far.
it's not
Sometimes
too
it picks
bad.
up in the evening, but yeah.
Back, they did a huge country western festival.
Yeah.
Just down this road here.
Yep.
For a few years, and then people were complaining too much because of the wind and stuff, so they moved it over to Medford or Grants Pass or something like that.
You a country music fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't set my radio station to it, but I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
In fact, I was a huge Garth Brooks fan when he was out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I grew up not liking it, and then I moved to Calgary, Alberta for a year, which is like Alberta is, we kind of call it the Texas of Canada. It's your oil rig workers and all that. And kind of a lot of people I knew there listen to country, so I learned to like it.
Yeah. Well, that's how I found bluegrass. Is in Minnesota. All my friends, I mean, it's put the bluegrass on. I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I actually discovered bluegrass from hitchhiking. One guy picked me up and he had satellite radio and he had it on the bluegrass channel, and we drove for like 2,000 kilometers, so like 1,500 miles or something like that, or just under. And at first I'm like, oh god, here we go. 20 hours of bluegrass, but it's actually really good. I enjoy bluegrass.
Dropping off just at this light over here, and you'll see it's an open place. Ocean behind it, all that stuff.
Perfect. Probably take a couple-minute break, have some water, refresh the stream at a little bit higher quality, because now we're in a place where they probably have okay signal.
Yeah, and you should have pretty good signal all the way down, maybe watching a couple spots.
Yeah.
But should be good to Gold Beach, and then fairly decent down to Brookings to the border. So.
Perfect.
All right, there's the grassy area just behind this thing. So.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Take a little picnic. All right. Well, I really appreciate you giving me a ride.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah.
No worries. I just hope when I'm out there again that something will do the same. Slide forward too. It might give you a little extra room to pull it out. You might have to push it back first to do that. Yeah, push that back. Push this back. And then slide it forward. That thing weighs probably as much as you do.
Pretty much. Jeez. It's all that extra streaming gear. Batteries.
What, do you have to run around the shower to get wet, or what? Come on now. Jeez.
Yeah, it's the heaviest my bag has ever been because of all that streaming gear. Now, do you mind? I'm trying to keep like a log of the different types of people to pick me up. Do you mind if we get a picture together?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, awesome.
Where you want it? That's that rock I was telling you about. This is where what happened to all the settlers was on that rock.
Yeah.
Well, you can probably read it there.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. See ya. Hello. Let's just update. On the road again. Man, had some good rides today. Steve and Gary. Good guys. I'm going to, for those of you who are watching, stream's not ending. I'm just going to restart the stream at a higher resolution. Actually, I'm just going to test the internet speeds first, but I am going to restart the stream if we have a faster connection, just so you guys can see things better. Looks like we do. Looks like it's a lot better here. Let's see, 22 down, 24 down. What kind of upload we get? Oh yes, baby. 12 up. That's excellent. I did give him my business card, Christina, so I'm trying to remember it. Actually, I need to get more out of my backpack because that was my last one in my wallet, so I'm going to do that. But first, I'm going to quickly restart the stream at a higher resolution and a higher bitrate because we have fast internet here. It can support a faster stream than what we're running it at. So the stream's going to end, but it's coming right back in 20 seconds or something like that once I up the resolution and bitrate. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.